Having forgiveness when you have been harmed is a really difficult thing. But there were examples of this extraordinary Christian virtue. One of them was in East Germany. A pastor there, Uwe Holmer, took in the deposed East German premier, Erich Honecker, and his wife. Now, none of the Holmer children had been able to attend a university under the educational policies of the wife, because she was the education minister. All Christian children were barred from higher education. So despite that, and what you would think would be a grudge against them, the Holmer family took in the leaders that had just been dumped from office. And a lot of people in East Germany didn't understand that. And there are people outside their house every day in mobs threatening to come and kill not only the Honeckers, but also the Holmer family. Motorcycle gangs, I mean, all kinds of people who were threatening them with bombs. And the Holmers simply said, we are supposed to love our enemies. What better opportunity is there for us than to live this and to do what God has commanded us to do? I asked them later, did they ever say thank you? And the answer was no. But they were not in the least bit bitter about that. They simply said, we did what was right, and what happens in their hearts is between them and God. But there was a man who came up to Uwe Holmer after he'd gone on television explaining why he did this. And a man came up and said, you talk so easily about forgiveness. You have no idea what they did to me in Bautzen, which was one of the most violent prisons. And Uwe Holmer looks at him, he fixes him with his eyes, and he says, I have forgiven him for what he did to me and my family, and you must forgive for what he did to you. Only you can do that, but you must, because otherwise it will eat you from the inside out. And he was right. And a lot of the undigested hate that people had, having lived in this repression, caused serious problems for some time until they could come to terms with it. And if they could find their way to the foot of the cross and realize that they needed forgiveness too, they were capable of reconciliation, but only then.